Travel with me.
Hey fellow humans, Mina here. Welcome back to another Drive and Talk. Remember a while ago I did a book tag video where I said it was going to be divided into two parts? Well, this is part two because, it was part of an ASMR book tag. Still not quite sure what that means, but we're just going to continue to call it random book tag questions. And we ended at number 15 the last time, so we're just going to start off with number 16. So let's just jump into it. Number 16, what's a book that disappointed you? I recently just read The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson. I know it's a modern classic. I'm not really one to read classics. I just can't get into them, even if I love the story concept. I guess they're just for people of a different time. So I thought this is a modern classic. Maybe I'll be able to get into it. Nope, it was horrible. Read my review on Goodreads if you want. There's some spoilers, but nothing happened. They're like, oh my god, right at the beginning they're like, it's so scary, but there was nothing happening. Why are you scared? They're just saying how scared they were. And it was a big letdown. And I see that there's a Netflix adaptation, but I hear that it's also different from the book. But I wonder if the Netflix adaptation improved upon the book, because I'm sorry, I know it's a classic, but that one was a disappointment. Number 17, what book do you think has the prettiest cover? We're gonna go with two, because obviously we know I love myself a good Rachel Vincent book, and she's got a lot of pretty covers, but there's a really pretty one. This book is a few years recent, Red Wolf by Rachel Vincent. The cover is really pretty. And then we got another one from an indie author. We got Queendom of Chaos by Megan Aldridge. Both of these covers are really pretty, in my opinion, and you should all go read both of these books because they're both very awesome. Number 18, which book in your collection has the tingliest cover? I do not know, because I haven't the faintest idea what the heck a tingliest cover is. I thought maybe that meant ugly, but that's in the next question, so I can't answer this one. If you guys know what a tingliest cover is, please let me know in the comments down below, because I don't know. Number 19, what book do you think has the ugliest cover? This one was kind of hard to decide, because I have a lot of books, and they all have. Let's be honest, we judge a book by its cover. Now, if you're judging a person, if you're using the book, don't judge a book by its cover in regards to people, then that's true. But if we're talking about books, yes, we all judge books by their cover. Let's be honest. And this one was a little hard, but I'm gonna go with Suicide Notes from Beautiful Girls by Lynn Weingarten. Sorry about her last name butchering. But yeah, not that it's ugly, but it's the ugliest one I guess I have in my collection. But it's still a nice cover. But yeah, we're gonna go with that one. Number 20, what's your favorite trope? I really like enemies to lovers and also friends to lovers, or good grumpy sunshine kind of thing. Those ones are my favorites. I like writing those. I wrote, if you're looking at my novel South, we got friends to lovers, but I also really love reading, if done well, a good enemies to lovers. So yeah, that's my favorite. Number 21, what's a book you've read that you would recommend to everyone? I think if you've been on my channel for a while and you've watched any of my Booktube videos, you would probably guess this by now. But literally anything that Rachel Vincent has written, she's got stuff from adults to young adults. She's got fantasy to contemporary romance to she's got all genres. She's got a bajillion books. There's something out there for you. I'm sure. So, and there's something out there for everyone. My favorite of hers is the Soul Screamer series. Love that. It's a young adult series, but if you're not into young adult, I recommend the Menagerie series. I think it's more adult, and oh my god, I love those two books. I read them all the time. They're really good. So yeah, those are what I'm going with it. Basically any Rachel Vincent book. Number 22, do you prefer standalone books or series, and why? Either is fine. If it's a standalone book and it's so good, I want more, I'm gonna be like, I want more. But at the same time, I'm also be like, you really can't like mess with perfection. Like if you wrote a second one, is it gonna be like a cash grab kind of deal? Kind of like Ready Player 2. Ready Player 1 was pretty good, and then you get to Ready Player 2, which was an obvious cash grab. I still enjoyed it, but like it kind of ruined some of the first magic of the first book, you know? So but if it's a series, I'm just gonna want them to continue forever, but at the same time, you gotta end it while it's good, you know? So honestly, both, but if I had to choose maybe a series, maybe a trilogy. Let's go with the trilogy. It's like a series, but not like super long. So yeah, let's go with trilogies, I guess. Yeah. Number 23, do you have a favorite book to movie adaptation? The Hunger Games. I thought they did some great creative choices with the Hunger Games, especially since the books are told from Katniss's first-person POV, and in the movie they use the commentators of the games to show other characters besides Katniss and stuff, and I thought that was really well done. I am a little upsetty spaghetti they didn't get Peeta's leg amputated like in the books, because it was a story point, but I get why they didn't. But yeah, they did, you know, there's always some changes that, you know, happen in the book that don't get into the movie, or they change in the movie to, you know, because different mediums require different techniques and storytelling and stuff. But I still think they did a really good job. So yeah, Hunger Games is definitely one of them. I really enjoyed those movies. Number 24. What's a book that you've been meaning to read for a long time but haven't gotten around to yet? Actually, I believe Animal Farm by George Orwell. I read 1984 and really enjoyed it, and I hear Animal Farm is just as good, so I would like to read it, but I have yet to snag myself up a copy. So it's on my TBR, my very, very long list of TBR. But someday I will pick up a copy and read it and probably love it, because I really love 1984. So yeah, that book there. And number 25, do you have any particular book that you'd like to revisit or reread every few years? Sure do. Bet y'all know the answer. It's a Rachel Vincent book. I just actually reread a few of her books this year. I reread the Menagerie series. That was the first book I read this year, actually. It's a trilogy, by the way, technically, not a series. Well, would a trilogy be considered a series? I don't know. Discuss in the comments. And I really love her Soul Screamer series. I like waiting every few years, because then my memory is shit, and then I kind of forget most of the books. So it's like reading everything for the first time again. It's wonderful. And even if I remember something, I don't remember how I got to that point, and I was like, oh my god, I can't remember. I can't believe it did that. So it's just like reading it for the first time. So yeah, I reread Rachel Vincent's books. I read a few of her books, not just the Menagerie series this year, but the Stars Never Die, The Flames Never Rise. I think that's one of the... It's a duology, and I can't remember if I got the titles correctly, but I know I also reread those this year. So yeah, and I plan on rereading her Stray series. I believe it's called Stray, but yeah, those are really good. There's actually quite a few. I think there's like 6 or 7 books in that series, and then we got a bunch of spin-offs, and I have the spin-offs all signed, by the way, so that's fun. I actually have a lot of her books signed. Can you tell I really love Rachel Vincent? I talk about her in every Booktube video. So yeah, anywho, those are all the questions for the book tag. We did the previous 15, and now there's 25. Whatever 16 and 25 is, we did those numbers today. So yeah, how about you guys, my fellow humans? Did you agree with any of my points? Do you have anything to add? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to see if you've done this Booktube tag. I'll be sure to link somewhere. I probably already did the first Booktube tag of this video, part 1, so you can check that one out if you haven't already. But yeah, anyway, that's really all I gotta say for now. If you want to keep hearing more about stuff, be sure to follow me in all your favorite socials, links below. Stay safe and take care, and bye. Are you enjoying the heated floors, you gorgeous tiny hunk of fluff? You are. Love you, sorry. Love you, cat.